Hello, my name is Marcus Noguera. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we're going to go through some questions. First question: How did you meet? How did we meet? I'd say we met mostly through mutual friends, but we met at a rock climbing gym where we both shared the same interest, the same hobby. It was an indoor rock climbing gym, Momentum in Lehigh. I used to go a lot years ago, and then I took a brief break, about like a couple years, 3 years off rock climbing, and then decided to get back into it because one of my good friends got me back into it, and they knew Mariah. They started climbing with her at the gym, and they became well acquainted. So yeah, we met at the rock climbing gym, and we just hit it off really well and just clicked instantly. Question number 2: What did you first notice about them? I would say the first thing I noticed about them is about her. The first thing I noticed about her is how much well detailed and attention she pays to me. How much attention she pays. Interesting wording. Yeah, she pays a lot of attention to me, like especially when we first met. She was really invested in everything I said, not just with me, but with other people. When she's listening to somebody, she's there. She's there to learn about that person and isn't gonna miss a beat. She has a good intent of what's going on. Just how thoughtful she was. Like I haven't known too many people that are like that. Like she's a great person. But yeah, I'd say how much she pays attention to me, and I've never experienced that. Like how much from another person besides my own parents. Okay, question number 3. What was your first date? How did it go? So our first date was rock climbing. It was like week 2 of knowing her, I'd say. She got my number from our friend Tyler, and she just asked if I was free one day to go on a double date. We went on a double date with her friends, Gabe and Hallie. Gabe, right? Yeah, Gabe. She's probably gonna beat me up for not remembering, but she asked me to go on a double date. We went rock climbing outdoors, and it was my first experience outdoor climbing, not doing lead climbing, but like learning about lead climbing and learning about lead belaying, and it's a whole different level. And I just remember noticing like how tricky it was, and she was teaching me everything about how to do all the lead stuff, and she was like very passionate about it. She loved everything about it, and the whole time we just asked questions back and forth, getting to know each other just right off the bat, everything we could ask. And then after that, the date was over and it was getting late, and then I was like, hey, let's just go slacklining. I busted out my slackline, and then she told me that she had her own slackline too. I was like, no way, another person that slacklines, let alone a girl? Oh my gosh. So we bonded over that. We set up the slackline and we slacklined till like sunset, and it was amazing. It was awesome. I loved it, and that's kind of what got me really interested in her. Nobody knows how to slackline. Those of you who don't know what slacklining is, excuse me, I just ate a bunch of blueberries. Slacklining is like a tight rope between 2 points, like a tree, and then you just walk across a tightrope. So yeah, slacklining is cool. Question number 4. Tell the story of your first kiss. I might get this wrong. It was about a year and a half ago, right? Year and a half ago. I was living at my friend's house, Gio. I was just rooming in his house, and she would come over and hang out sometimes. But our first kiss, I asked her to come outside after, I don't know, I think she dropped me off or something. I can't remember. It was after a date, I want to say. And then I asked her to come outside to look at the stars because it was late at night and we were in the backyard. Pretty sure it was a full moon. I don't know, I low-key kind of planned it out. Trying to be all romantic and stuff, you know, busting a move. But I was like looking out at the moon, just planning on, okay, I'm gonna kiss her. I'm gonna kiss her right now. And my heart was just in my throat, and I fumbled it, totally fumbled it. And I was just like, look at the moon up there. It's a full moon. It's beautiful, perfect night. And then I turned to her and I asked her in Spanish, because I've been practicing Spanish, especially at this time. I asked her in Spanish. It was like something silly like, ¿Puedo tocar tus labios con mis labios? Or ¿Puedo besarte? I can't remember what I said. Something silly like that. Okay, question number 5. Who said I love you first? Me. I did everything first. Come on. I'm just kidding. I don't take any credit. That's probably the first thing that I have done the first of, because she's asked for my number. She's asked me on the first date. She's initiated quite a bit of stuff actually, but I was the first one to say I love you first. And we were up in the mountains in Alpine Loop. It was right above Sundance, and yeah, we just took pictures. I took pictures of her. We got dressed up all nice and green. I did my hair all nice. I put some cologne on. I was trying to look good. I had longer hair at the time. My hair was like down to my ear. And I just remember I was like, I have to say it. This was like 4 months into dating, maybe 3 months. I don't know. It was pretty early for me. I don't know. Everybody has a different. Anyways, we were getting ready to leave, and I was like, wait, hold on. Let's take one more photo. Or I don't know if I said that. I think I danced with her for a second, and then I held her really close, and I was like, I gotta tell you something. Or something. I think I said, I gotta tell you something. And she was like, what? I think she knew what I was gonna say. She was just waiting. And it took me 5 minutes. I kid you not, it took me 5 minutes to say it. And my heart was just like, boom, 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 in my throat. And I was just like, that was like the hardest time. I said it to, you know, maybe I shouldn't say this on camera. Maybe you gotta cut this part out. But I said it to other people before, and it didn't feel like this time. This time when I said it to her, it felt like, I was like, holy cow, I actually do love her, you know? So yeah, I said it, and oh, the whole world was lifted off my shoulder, and I just felt like it was perfect timing, but I don't know. Maybe it wasn't perfect timing, but I don't know. I felt really relieved after that, saying it in the field. And yeah. What do you like most about your fiance? The thing that I like most about my fiance, Mariah, is just how caring she is. Like, I've never felt so much care from a person alone, besides my mom growing up, obviously, and my parents, but like any other girl I dated, any friend I've had, she's just shown so much care and support, and everything I've done since we first met. Like, she was totally okay with how open I am and being open with me and honest, and she just cared a lot about anything I said, whether if it was like, something as silly as like, oh man, I should really tie my shoes, like she'll point it out or something, or like ask me about my day at work, and if she notices something's off at work, like she'll just bring it up. She'll keep bringing it up, like, hey, let's talk about it. Like, she really shows a lot of care and support. And especially now that we're deep in our relationship, I have a business growing, and she's just super supportive about it, and she cares about it, and she's interested in a way. She's not really invested in it as much as I am, but she's like, she cares. She doesn't try to stop me from anything. Okay, question number 7. I think 7. I forgot what sign language. What is different about your fiance compared to the other people you have known dated? Why did you choose him? Okay, so going into the last question, I noticed she actually really cares about everything I said. Besides that, I would say she treats me the best I've ever been treated. Like, if she's has a hard time with something I've done, like, she brings it up in the most healthy way ever, and she's willing to negotiate and talk about issues that we have, or like some little problem that we have. Like, she's willing to be open about it and, figure out with me rather than, attack me. She's willing to do anything with me, like anything. We could go hike a mountain at midnight and it's like 7 degrees outside. She's willing to do that, willing to do crazy stuff, and she's invested in things that I really like, and she wants to learn. She continuously wants to learn more and more about me. And she shows who she really is. She's not afraid to show who she is or hide herself. She's 100% honest with me. We have 0 trust issues with each other. Yeah, 0 trust issues, sorry. Nothing to hide, just 100% open. And I just never felt that. I've never felt so much care and respect from somebody I dated. I just had bad experiences in the past, and this totally makes up for it. I went through a lot of warfare to get to where I'm at, and it was totally worth it. It's totally worth going to where I'm at. Number 8, question number 8. What street traffic sign best describes them? This one's a tricky one. I'd say yield, a yield sign, because she's very careful. She's very careful with things, especially new things. Like, she wants to make sure she has all the ins and outs of the details. She wants to know, like, the whole plan from in and out. And if it's something that she's not totally sure of, she yields a little bit. She doesn't fully stop. She doesn't stop the whole process. She doesn't give up on whatever it is. She slows it down, and she's like, okay, let me take it from my approach, and then she continues. Or with something she wants to start in life, like working out, she doesn't just stop doing something, or she doesn't stop her goal because, like, it's something that she wants to do. She like always follows through. She doesn't fully stop. She sits there for a second, like she slowly approaches something that's kind of, does that make sense? And then she follows through with it. She doesn't completely stop. That's a traffic sign I would use. Do we have a song? Number 9, do we have a song? Not really. I don't know. We haven't really listened to music. We have a couple songs that we really like to sing with each other, but one that really connected us from like the beginning was, it's called Keanu Reeves by Logic. And it's just like, the song just represents that. The narrator of the song is just like, he's in his prime, he's in his flow state of mind, and there's nothing stopping him or her, whoever it is. And Mariah really liked that song. It's awesome. It's really upbeat, it's catchy. It's got a couple swear words in there, but other than that, it's really cool. I like it. And Keanu Reeves is like an OG guy. He's a really popular actor, and he's from The Matrix, one of my favorite series. Okay, number 10. How did you know they were the one? Oh, like Keanu Reeves, Neo in The Matrix, he was the one. Anyways, nerd moment. I think she was the one when I had the hardest time of my life so far. I kind of knew before, just from all the support and how she's treated me, but this one night I lost my dog. She was one of the first people to show up. Sorry. I lost my best friend that night, and she showed up, and I made a hard decision to take one last journey with him. One last journey with him. It was really hard. It was midnight when I found him. Well, it was probably closer to 10 o'clock when I found him, but we started the hike closer to 11, midnight, and we took my dog up a mountain. It took us 5 hours. We both had to work the next day. She had to work like 6 a.m. and she battled the whole night with me. The hardest night of my life so far. And we buried my dog at the top of or not the top of the mountain, but it was the top for me at that night. My body was giving out, but she stuck through it the whole time, no complaints, and she just showed the most support anybody could ever imagine. Whoa. But yeah, I'd say that was the one moment that really showed me like, wow, this woman really cares about me and is truly showing it. And I can't imagine it any more than how she's done it that night. And just every other night, every other day we hang out, she just shows how much she cares for me, and it's just truly magical. Like, I feel like that's what it's all about. Just we care about each other. Okay, thank you. Last question. What are you most excited about after the marriage? Ooh. I would say finally, this is like a new chapter in life, not a chapter, but a new series in life. Like, this is book number 1 was before marriage, and then this is book number 2. Book number 2 is we just start a whole journey together. We embark on a brand new adventure of just romance and life and family, just us battling the whole world. I'm very excited about that, and having kids and growing a family and being parents. Being a dad is one of the ultimate goals of mine. Yeah, and just traveling with my best friend. I hope we get to see more of the world together. And yeah, I'd say that's what I'm most excited for. Thanks for tuning in.